Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Friday edition of Moohead Radio. We would call it a Browns pregame show, but they have to play actual games before we can refer to it as that. Joining me is Mr. Bronk, the Moose Man from
Moose.
England.
Yeah, it's me. All right, I'm here. You can't get rid of me that easy. All you people who want to hear from the star, I'm still here.
And I start out this program like I start out all of them with a Rick May joke and also this. Yes, you know which is the Browns game just by the coloration of the map.
It's the one in yellow.
Yeah, the one that looks like piss. That's it.
Why is it bits of like Alabama or Mississippi are getting it?
Jackson, Mississippi is getting it.
Mississippi.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, but Tupelo isn't.
No, Tupelo, honey.
Memphis isn't. Can you believe it? Memphis, Tennessee is not getting the Titans game, but Jackson, Mississippi is. So you go figure it. But nobody wants to watch it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But what it is what it is, and what you are and why.
Oh, we're not getting a DD. It must be the other network, isn't it?
It's Fox. The game is on Fox, and so we're getting. I don't know who we're getting.
Mark Schlereth and
yeah. The whoever the bottom ones are. Yeah, that's what we are, and we're the bottom boys of the league anyway. So why the hell not? In this game, the two bottom boys in the league. I want to take a slightly different tact to this program. That. It's really easy to focus on the things. Hey, Jeffrey, how you doing, man? It's very easy to focus on how bad your team is or what's wrong with the team and why is the coach or the general manager or the owner brain damaged, and you can only go over this so many
times. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll tell you, it's become an absolute joke watching what is called, podcasting or, video shows, whatever you want to call them, regarding the Cleveland Browns that are associated with the Orange and Brown Report and have affiliations with our friends not at cleveland.com. And reading the front page of cleveland.com, it is really twisted, the angles that people are taking. So I want to take a different angle because it's just, I really don't want to be sitting here and saying, well, how is Shedeur going to look this week? How does that make him compare to Dylan Gabriel?
Oh God!
I'm so past it. I can't begin to tell you.
I'm just glad I don't have an armed handgun in the house, because I'd blow my head off if I heard something like that one more time.
Yeah. Okay, I'll bite because I know that this is a spammer. Hello, Rebecca Cordoba. You are Rebecca Cordoba, like I am Desi Arnaz.
With a rich Corinthian leather.
People come in here seeing if I'm going to show the comments on the show screen or not. But no, I'm not doing that because I want people to pay attention to what stupidity I'm going to offer next.
Oh.
So, see, there you go.
You got another one.
Yeah, you see, and that's why I'm ignoring them. They can go on and carry on and do whatever they want to do. So here's a take that you aren't hearing, and you should be, about the Cleveland Browns. Now, Ron Leffman, I know that we
know Ron.
You are for real. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? it's easy to sit there and say, like I said, the owner's brain damaged, the general manager is slow, Kevin Stefanski is a narcissist.
Stubborn and
Yeah, it's easy to go over that and over that. But what I'm noticing around the league in general, first we'll talk about football, then we'll talk about the NBA, is that there isn't this feeling of dynasty anymore.
oh yeah.
And it is, everything has changed in a way that is in the blink of an eye. I want to share the Browns roster to you in a way that people are really not doing it.
Okay.
All right. Joel Bitonio's ancient, right?
Oh God, he's like half my age, man. He's so ancient.
He's 34 years old.
There you go.
All right. He's 34. Bajorquez, the punter, is 29. But what I'm going to get to next, because I'll go through a bunch of the players that will, Myles Garrett is 29.
Yeah.
Rayshon Jenkins is 31. But and Jerry Jeudy is 26. And Cornelius Lucas, the guy who doesn't play anymore, is 34. David Njoku is 29. Ethan Posich is 30. Cam Robinson is 30. And Rex Sunahara, the long snapper, is 29. Wyatt Teller is 31. Denzel Ward is 28. What I'm going to tell you is this, and it's not pleasant to hear this, but 29 is the new 35.
Oh God, yeah.
And you look at these players and the precipitous drop in their productivity, and then you realize this is what's wrong with the NFL right now. If Joel Bitonio is talking, well, I'm just year to year, and he's talking that way. He talked about that way last year when he was 33 years old. The thing that really blew me away looking at the numbers, Conklin is only 31 years old. He's a young man. But he's done.
You'd think he was Gene Hickerson at this stage, wouldn't you?
And you look at when these people came to play for the Browns and how good they were, and you look at them now, and it's like we look back at Baker Mayfield and we say, I remember the Baker Mayfield 2020, 2021. It's like, yeah, that's 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. It seems like a fucking eternity.
Yeah.
An absolute eternity.
It was really.
And now these same players are done. They're finished. And now Myles Garrett's getting ready to turn 30.
Yeah, I know.
So I took it one step further and started looking at the league, the NFL as it is, and who are the big boys this year. And the New England Patriots have won 10 games in a row. They're 11-2.
They are.
And they have a differential of plus 110 over their season. The Buffalo Bills, who we know are a solid organization, are 8-4 with a plus 78. The Dolphins are 5-7, and they've been having all kinds of grief. And the Jets are always the Jets. All right. You look at the AFC North.
Oh, God.
And there is not a single team that's in the green in the diff. Yeah, they're all minus.
They're all awful.
So There isn't a single good team in the AFC North. That's never been the case before.
No.
Now it is. The AFC South. I don't feel very confident with the Jacksonville Jaguars, but they're in first place at 8-4. And then the Colts, who were really searching for their dicks not very long ago, 8-4. The Texans, who were supposed to be the next dynasty, according to a lot of their fan base, are 7-5. And then the Titans are the suck dick team like the Browns are. All right.
Yeah.
But the AFC South has a plus diff for the Jacksonville Jaguars of 39, for the Colts of 108. The Texans are plus 65. And that's because they're busy beating the Tennessee Titans, who are a minus 158.
With a drum, man.
A minus 158. The Browns are a minus 76. That will tell you
how bad they are
and how we're going to manage to lose to them. But I'll talk about that in just a little bit. Or if we win, how little it means. Then you have the Broncos, who have won 9 in a row, and they're the strength over there in the West. And then you have the Chargers, who are 8-4. The Chiefs have gone down to a 500 team, and the Raiders, one of the teams the Browns beat, are at a minus 29 diff. The other 3 teams in the West have been beating up on the Raiders, so they all have plus differentials. All right. That's what makes the AFC North so amazing, is that we play one another and still nobody's in the green. It's really kind of incredible.
Part of the problem is we're playing the NFC North, and that's maybe the best division in the league this year. So.
Which only will further my point that I'm going to make as I conclude all of this crap. In the NFC East, there's the Eagles, who are 8-4, the only team. They're a plus 21, which ain't exactly great. The Cowboys, minus 5. The Commanders, minus 61. And the Giants, always, minus 88. Red Right, minus 88. The Commanders were supposed to be the up-and-coming team, and they've managed to have one good season and fall right back in the shitter.
Yeah,
they brought it, whole new outfit, and made no
they're
difference.
the Houston, Texas of the NFC. Absolutely. They're
your NFC North, the Bears, who are real, that's a surprise. The Packers, the Lions are down to third place because they're having trouble. They won their last game, but it's trouble. And the Vikings are in the bottom.
The Vikings. Yeah.
Then you have the 500. Baker Mayfield is still playing 500 football in Tampa Bay, folks, no matter how much you want to bequeath your family wealth to him. He is still about at 7-5, a 500 quarterback. The Panthers, who are in second, my God, they're not good. And what we're going to find out here with the Falcons at 4-8 and the Saints at 2-10, every one of those teams in the NFC South are negative in the differential.
Yeah.
Every single one. They're not. That's not a good division.
Yeah, there's no good defenses in there.
Then you have the NFC West, which has the Rams, the Seahawks, and the 49ers, who are all 9-3, 9-3, 9-4. Then the Cardinals, who blow monkey junks. And that's that. The point of all of this is the teams that were great in the past aren't great anymore. If you had to gamble, which is probably part of the point of all this, on who's going to win the Super Bowl, you're going to be
fucked.
Yeah. You go ahead and flip a coin because
you're
that's
fucked.
Yeah,
you are absolutely. You're madness if you're.
Yeah,
doing
let's see if you can gamble all of your children's education money on a bracket, that playoff bracket that lands 100%.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, no, because the teams aren't good enough,
and that's what the owners of the league and BetMGM and Caesars Sportsbook want. They want that volatility. Yeah.
And we're going to bring Steven in here. Hi, Steven. How are you?
How's it going?
It goes. Especially if I drink a lot of water.
That's good.
I'll have a diet water.
Thank you. But the point is, people are pointing to the Cleveland Browns ownership, and which is really a big problem, and saying, how come we can't get out of this hell, besides the fact that Jimmy Haslam's a moron and that Kevin Stefanski has never been a great coach, and he came in and had a lucky Flacco year, and he had a beginning early on good year when he took over, and he had what I call
sub 500 coach,
a JD Bickerstaff first season, and which is all well and good, but it's more than that. When you make a mistake drafting the wrong player, you pay for it for so many fucking years. It is unbelievable.
Yep.
So something I forgot to do, but I'm going to do just for the fun of it, because people forget. Deshaun Watson is 30 years of age, and he just turned 30 in September, right?
Yeah.
And he's crippled and he's done at 30 years of age.
So sad.
It is. And he was supposed to be a bright, shining star in the league, and it didn't happen.
Well, this year was supposed to be his prime. You know?
Next month, Lamar Jackson is 29.
Uh-oh.
Taps, baby, taps. But if you're an NFL team and you draft the right quarterback, and for this argument, we'll say Lamar Jackson was the right quarterback out of Louisville, nobody thought. How long does that make you be in the driver's seat? And the answer is not long at all.
4 years, maybe.
Is Derek May going to be Derek May in 2 years from now? Who is going to be the surprise quarterbacks that we're seeing? Is Bo Nix going to be for real? Are we going to be talking about Bo Nix for the next 8 years? I don't know. But look at all the teams that are starting people who just can't win. They're bench jockeys. Now it's like, well, Dylan Gabriel has a chance to have a career, as a second string quarterback. Nobody cares about that. Sorry, Drake May. What do I know? He hasn't been around long enough for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Willie May.
Yeah. So yeah, Jeffrey is the one who corrected me. So thank you. I appreciate it.
It might end up being like the next Mac Jones.
That's it.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like Sam Darnold was terrible, then he was great, then he was terrible again. And that's a sign that somebody who can't repeat year after year isn't really that good. And the team goes right down the shitter with them.
Well, I think it a lot to do with offensive lines. I mean, I think offensive lines are more important than quarterbacks now.
We can make a lot of arguments about the NFL, but what I can tell you is they say they wanted parity, but what they got is mediocrity.
Correct.
And I don't think those two things are the things they wanted. The NFL is purely mediocre tripe right now.
Yeah, it's not entertaining.
There was a time when you could tune in and you'd say, wow, I'm watching, and you could, back the 49ers with Montana and Rice, you could say, this is a team of all time.
Yeah, and you could see Hall of Famers playing, and be so, yeah, they're definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame.
All this is what's now. And what's now is horribly mediocre. And we've got so many teams who are in the minus and differential over the course of this much of the season. It just, the standings I just shared with you show the mediocrity in the league. And it's not exciting. The fan bases are pissed off. And Jimmy Haslam is asking all of you
to build a dome.
To build a dome for him.
Yep.
And fuck these people. It's just a mediocre product.
And what we call the spur of the moment.
Yeah. I
Wow.
for the life of me, I look at this and I say, for the first time in my life, I don't even look forward to watching game. I don't want to watch it.
Wow.
I don't care whether they win or they lose. I don't care. And the reason is, how do you care about when you have a bad owner and like we have with the New York Giants, and you can't, and even the Commanders had that great year. You can't remain standing for very long because players just overnight get old. And it's not just in Cleveland. I'm just pointing out the Cleveland offensive line as an example. David Njoku's 29. Just a couple of years ago, he was the best receiver on the fucking team. And the guy has disappeared. He's vanished off the face of the earth. He's finished. He's done. He's injured every week, and he gets injured in practice. So now Harold Fannin is getting to do his thing. And how long will it be? Yeah, that's right.
How long will Harold Fannin be the man?
Will 26 be the next 30?
You got a good point. I got a question for you. You know the answer to this, I would imagine. But how many people in the chat room know what age Jim Brown was when he retired?
That's a good question. How old was he?
He was 30 years old.
Yeah,
I know he got drafted
for 8 years. He played from 57 and he played to 65.
Oh, so he played right before the NFL merger.
Yes.
Yeah.
He began in 57. Yeah.
Wow.
He had bigger things to do. He had movies to do with Raquel Welch and throwing women off banisters.
Well, he obviously had more fun doing that.
Absolutely. And calling running backs
Ordinary.
Trent Richardson ordinary.
Ordinary.
That man is ordinary. But that's what all the football is now. It's ordinary.
Yeah, they're all Trent Richardsons now.
Well, Moo, can't be worse than the NBA. The NBA is a lot worse than the NFL in terms
well, I'm going to get to that. And if you want to bring that into the conversation, I'd be more than happy to do it. Because the NBA is a bunch of teams who everyone said, well, it's going to be the Knicks. And, the Knicks, the Cavs, they're struggling to stay above 500, for God's sakes. Guys are getting crippled like there's no tomorrow. The league fined the Cleveland Cavaliers on 2 separate occasions because Darius Garland couldn't go, even though he technically could have played. The NBA fined them. Darius Garland can't play anymore. He's finished. He's done. He's trying to play with a fucking plate in his shoe. Wake up. The guy's young, but his body's old. And you want to know why? Because the little fucker didn't get into the weight room. And I said this 3 fucking years ago. He keeps coming back with a little boy's body. Finally caught up to him. He's done. And, you see these idiots on social media saying, well, should the Cavaliers go after CP3? And I'm going, CP3? CP3? The guy's 40 years old. He's a pillar of salt. He's biblical.
Yeah. I think the Clippers just cut him.
Well, what else do you do with him? They shoot horses, really don't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
God almighty.
He had like 30-something minutes on like 5 points. I'm like, yeah, it's time to go, man.
Yeah. And LeBron James, the greatest player who stepped on a basketball court in Cleveland, had some kind of a streak of like 1,359 straight double-digit games. It went down by the wayside. He only scored 8 points in a game, so that streak is over with. He's old. He's done. His body can't hold up anymore.
Yeah.
You can't. Playing the game the way the game's playing. LeBron James now is saying, whoa, let's slow down into the half court. I mean, if he played the game that they're playing today when he was young, he would never have made it to this age.
Yeah, he'd
never
been dead. Yeah.
And Michael Jordan would have been dead and buried and beaten to death with a golf club.
Absolutely.
I mean, the pace is frenetic. It's crazy. And every team we're playing, take
It's
a look at
killing
their
us.
injury list. Look at the
Yeah.
Cavaliers. Their injury list is as long as their bench
And better,
every
too.
game. And now Evan Mobley's questionable to play tonight because of
wow.
an illness. This is the injuries just pile up, and football teams and basketball teams, they could even appear to be doing the right thing, and it's not good enough. It spawns mediocrity. That's what it does. And we've got a bunch of mediocre professional sports that we're staring at. If you're excited about it, I'm not, because it's like, well, on any given day, anyone could beat anyone. Well, they can beat anyone second string. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can beat the Ravens if the Ravens have Snoop Huntley playing for them. Yes, you can. And you can even beat them sometimes now when Lamar's playing, because every week Lamar is missing practices because of injuries. He missed another one this week. He's good to go. And I thought what he had to say is absolutely fucking hysterical. You ready for this?
Yeah, I have not heard this. So.
Ravens quarterback Jackson cleared for, quote, playoff game versus Steelers. And I'm holding my head.
No.
If that's a motherfucking playoff game, the NFL is down the crapper, and there's no reviving it. My God.
Oh, here's another trivia question for you guys.
Yes.
Trent Richardson, how old is he?
I don't know.
He's still in the league, Trent Richardson?
No, he's 35. He's 35.
What? Is he still in the league?
No, he's not in the league.
Yeah.
And
the Pelicans bet their whole future on Zion Williamson.
Yep.
You can't dig out from under that hole.
They should have known better than that. Why would you give him a contract extension when you knew he had underlying health issues?
Well, his body was this big and his legs were this big around. I don't know why they did it, because they have a dumb owner and they had a dumb general manager, just like the Browns.
They threw the house at him. They threw the house at that guy. Said I don't know what they're doing.
But even Wembanyama, how long is he going to last? He's hurt all the time.
No, I mean, that's the thing. You're looking for, and it's like, oh, should we trade for Giannis? No. You have to be fucking out of your mind. The Cavaliers did what they did. They went with the group of players they went with, and they knew damn well that Garland is soft, that Jared Allen is soft, that Dean Wade is soft. And what did they do? They added that extra piece, Lonzo Ball, who's the biggest sack of shit that I have seen on a basketball floor in ages. He's had so many leg injuries.
Yeah, like I said, it was more painful watching Lonzo Ball play the other day than to have a tooth pulled yesterday. It's unbelievable.
Maybe we're just getting too much of sports. Maybe it's like too much in your window. You got college football, you got NFL, NBA, hockey.
Well, that could be
and
true
maybe
for
we're just
some
getting
people.
too much of it crammed down our throats. So maybe that's why around this time of the year it kind of tends to be a little uninteresting. Ron, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm responding here to Ron. I mean, they're not the Cavs.
No.
Who's the game time decision, and who is the most recent of the six?
I can probably look that up for you.
I mean, I know that Evan Mobley was a game time decision. I wonder if he's just out now, which wouldn't surprise me. And there's a mentality, the mentality of the Cleveland Browns and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to compare two organizations. The Cleveland.
Oh my God.
What?
Mobley is the day-to-day player.
Yeah.
But Garland, Allen, Nance, Struess, Merrill, Proctor. Proctor's out.
What's wrong with Proctor?
personal reasons. So maybe
Yeah, he got benched for no fucking reason. And we had to look at Lamar crap all over the court.
Yeah, but Proctor didn't play I don't know what he must have done something or other. So
the Cavaliers made decisions, and the decisions they made, I can't say were wrong. Ty Jerome hasn't played a minute this year.
Yep.
You know, and getting DeAndre Hunter, I mean, that looked good last year, but DeAndre Hunter this year, they made the mistake. They took him off the bench and made him a starter, and now he's entitled, and he sure is fuck playing like it, isn't he? Yeah. For the Cavaliers, there is an answer to be better than what they are. And it's very simple. And I'm surprised Kenny Atkinson is still playing this crazy extended rotation. And I'm beginning to have a few doubts about whether he just had first season karma. And
yeah, he might have had this Stefanski bit of luck on the first year. The more you look at it, I don't know.
I mean, right now, I would trade Jared Allen by the trade deadline because he and Mobley playing together is nonsensical. And neither of them is a physical player, but Jared Allen wants to put together. He's a great guy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
if you want to put together,
nice guys.
Model cars or model airplanes, he's great to hang with, But no,
they're not bad human beings in the slightest. So
no, but can't win with them. It's proven. Darius Garland isn't going to be healthy enough, but there's nothing you can do about that now. You had a chance to trade him, and everyone said, no, you got to stay with Darius. He comes in puny again and injured. He doesn't heal. Dean Wade is a waste of time. He can't shoot threes anymore. And did you see him trying to rebound? He's holding on to people's jerseys because he's so outstrength, because he doesn't work out during the offseason. You've got a bunch of non-motivated players with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Jared Allen gone, Wade gone. Lonzo Ball should never have been gotten. That is a front office mistake. I don't know what they thought they were getting, but this guy, he's part of the gang that can't shoot straight. He is awful looking. It's awful looking, and it ain't getting better.
He's a rally killer, man. You could be on a run of 7-0 run and give the ball to him, and suddenly the other team scored 10 on you, and you don't know how it fucking happened.
I thought he was a great assist guy. He's chucking up these shots, and none of them are going in.
They're lucky to hit the fucking rim.
I mean, it's bizarre. Did you see him drive down the lane, and a guy who was 2 inches taller than him swatted it out to half court?
Yeah.
He can't get off his feet anymore. He has no quickness of foot. He can't play defense. He's got to be benched. You can't do anything with Lonzo, but bench him. He should never play again. That is honestly what I would do if I were Atkinson. Go ahead.
We got totally shoved around by Portland last.
It's just embarrassing.
Shoved out of the way. Yeah. They were going to the rack. We would follow them. They would, it was just, it was.
I'll tell you how bad it is right now for the Cavaliers. Because
how bad is it?
1 minute you were talking about, we can make a deeper run in the playoffs. And right now, this team would be fortunate to make the playoffs.
Yeah, we'd be in the play-in at the moment, the way we're playing.
But look at the situation, and you look at what the Cavs fans, who are the most optimistic Cavs fans, were saying, and it's like, now it's clear that Jalen Tyson has to start. Well, what does that tell you?
Yeah, we don't have anybody better. That's what it tells you.
He's the plan B, and he's the hard worker. Yeah. He's the guy who worked hard in the offseason, but he has no foot speed.
And Naquan Tomlin and Thomas Bryant.
Yeah, Thomas Bryant is a cast-off. Exactly. He'll throw up threes until the cows come home. But he's not the physical.
His shot's better than Lonzo Ball at the moment.
But he's not the physical guy. He's tall, but he's not the physical guy that you need. So if you're talking about starting Jalen Tyson, which everybody is, and probably that's what you should do, because you should at least reward the guy who's trying and the guy who is getting himself in a proper shape and has improved his three-point shot and has worked during the offseason. you might as well reward him instead of rewarding Lonzo Ball just because he was a number 2 overall pick a century ago. It's foolishness. And Lonzo Ball, what is he, 28 years old? And it's just like fucking football. These players are not that old, and they're washed.
Yeah,
They're crippled. And when they lose a step,
that's it.
You're just going to get run off the floor.
He's exactly 28 years old.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get run off the floor at 28 years of age. And you look at the minus numbers that Lonzo Ball is laying down for the Cavaliers, it's scary. And he was supposed to be the guy who took Ty Jerome's place as being a pick-me-up off the bench and being a facilitator. He's turns the ball over like no tomorrow.
He is the Austin Hedges of the Cavs, man. He is like a rally killer.
You know, so rather than looking at the Cleveland Browns and asking foolish questions, somebody has to explain to me this. How do you turn around a team that has been so historically bad under the ownership of a mentally retarded idiot Southern prick? How in the hell are you going to pump your money into that cracker's bank account? How are they ever going to get better when half of their roster is crossing over into the aged zone?
Yeah.
I mean, look, Nick Chubb was 29. Bye, Nick.
Yeah,
we hardly knew you. It's just, how do you get better? The Cavaliers are at least playing a little bit above 500 ball, but they won't be for long because everybody's found out how to beat them. You just run them up and down the floor raggedly and push them.
Go to the rim. Just go to the rim.
Yeah, layups. They're giving up layups. Stand there and watching them because they can't get off their feet. They didn't work in the offseason. And you know how I knew there was trouble from the beginning?
How?
When they said, we're not really worried about the 15-0 start that we had last year. We'd rather start out like we're starting out and we'll get stronger as we go. What kind of a rationalization is that? I mean, I don't see the Oklahoma City Thunder having a problem getting out to a 20-1 start. I don't see them saying, yeah, we're going to save it till the end. There isn't an end for the Cavaliers, folks. They're not a deep playoff team. They're not. They never were, except for LeBron James.
If they had to play in the West, they would barely make the play-in.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Now, I'm sorry if this doesn't sound like a typical Browns pregame show, but who gives a flying fuck about two teams who are as bad as the Browns and the Titans? I'm more interested in how in the hell you turn this thing around, and it's here's another article. They're the old Jewish comedian's joke. Two old Jewish men sitting on a park bench. And the one says, "Hi, my elbow. I went to bed and I don't know. I tried turning over. And the next thing I know, this throbbing thing in my elbow. Oh my God, I couldn't sleep." And the second old man looks at him and says, "Your elbow? What about my knee?" This is the article that goes through this. How Browns guard Joel Bitonio saw Wyatt Teller handle the rotating at the right guard position.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Two guys from the old folks home. One's 34 and one is 31.
It's like the two old blokes from the Muppets, isn't it?
Yeah.
Statler and Waldorf. Absolutely.
That's what we have here. I mean, what else is Joel Bitonio going to say? That's where we all end up. And, let's talk about dementia next. And we're bringing Bernie Kosar into the equation. Bernie, are you there? Bernie? I mean, this is a sad thing. I don't mean to make light of it, But these are a 31 and 34-year-old man saying, "This is the end, my friend." It's really sorrowful.
Those were the days, my friend.
Yeah, they're
I thought
reminiscing
they'd
on the good old
never
days.
end.
Ready for this? This is how Cleveland media is entertaining you. And I can't begin to tell you how much I despise people who are lazy and don't think about what a program's going to get. I don't care how many people watch this program. It's nice if a lot of people do, but I don't really care because I want to talk about something different. Look at this headline. This is Mary Kay Cunt.
Wow.
Do you think that's too strong? How Shedeur Sanders has a chance to show on Sunday that he's better than number 1 overall pick Cam Ward. What kind of thing is that? This is one team against another team. Who gives a flying fuck, you stupid ass, whether Shedeur Sanders is better than the number 1 overall pick? Who maybe that in some way might motivate Shedeur Sanders, but as a fan,
yeah, it's apples and oranges. Or
I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
This is absolutely pathetic. What does he have to? Has to do to prove he's better? Get on his hands and knees and beg in front of you and Jimmy Haslam. I have no idea. I watched 6 weeks of Dylan Gabriel.
And that was 6 weeks. That was way too long.
And I feel like whenever my body starts hurting, I can make it through this because I made it through. You know, it's like planes, trains, and automobile.
Yeah. How about that, Bears?
No, when Steve Martin is ripping on John Candy, Del Griffith, the shower curtain guy, he goes, you know, I'd rather be buried with an insurance agent under the ground and have to listen to him trying to sell me life insurance and annuities. And people would look at me and say, how can you stand that, man? And I'd say, because I was in an airplane in an airport with Del Griffith. Wow. That's how it is. I mean, it's a game. Analyze the fucking game. If you're down to analyzing 2 young quarterbacks, what sense does it make? It doesn't make any sense to me at all whatsoever. Shedeur Sanders doesn't have a chance to show on Sunday. The whole team has a chance to perform on Sunday and not run out of bounds on the 5-yard line on punt returns, give up touchdowns off punt returns, not turning the ball over. They have a chance to do all kinds of things to show up on Sunday and prove. But to be better than on this guy or that guy on the other side of the line of scrimmage, fuck you. Fuck you.
This is the big chance to get a win in December, you know?
Look at this. Tony is 35.
He's the same age as Trent Richardson, virtually to the day.
Tony is almost the age of Joel Bitonio. He's older than Joel Bitonio.
He's older than Joel Bitonio.
Holy cannoli.
We still think Tony's like a young little calf, and he's older than Joel Bitonio.
I know, man. He was on the show when he was 16, 17 years old. Oh, my God. The time flies by.
You don't age when you're on a podcast like this.
I'm the one who shows myself on camera. I'm the one who ages.
Yeah.
What can I tell you? So Mason Graham is questionable and Jack Conklin is out. Nothing new there that you wanted to hear about. And to make this a full roundabout show about mediocrity, there's Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And Major League Baseball goes to the people with the big payrolls, and even the Yankees can't win a World Series by spending $400 fucking million a year. And, Here's a headline. This is what they're talking about on Cleveland sports media. The Guardians face a winter meeting mission. Fix an offense that ranked dead last at multiple positions. For how many fucking years? Would you stop? If you were really interested in doing that, you wouldn't have taken Travis Banana. You know? You wouldn't have taken him. He's never going to amount to, and if you go back and you read, do you know what the thing is? People have no memories. That's why the United States government can tell people anything and they'll believe it. Prices are going down. You're going to the fucking store every week. Do they look like they're going down? Yeah, they're going down, all right. Because people are fucking stupid. Stupid people will always be stupid people. What they were saying about Travis Banana was that he had the same work ethic as Stephen Kwan. He's an Australian Stephen Kwan. Well, that right there alone makes me think he's worthy of the number 1 overall pick. You can look something up for me. Who is the guy who was the next pick down, number 2 overall, that the Guardians could have gotten, who hit more than 30 home runs this year?
Oh, God.
I don't have the name off the top of my head, but the Guardians had a straight line to go right in there and get him. They face the same mission every year, and they fail that mission because they don't know one. When they see one, they don't want to play that way. Whatever the excuse is, it's all bullshit. The Guardians will never have an offense. The Browns will never have a quarterback, because by the time they find a quarterback, it's going to be Terry Bradshaw in his first year, and the team will be so bad, the guy will get run over by 6 automobiles behind the line of scrimmage. Get real. You're not going to get better. In this quagmire, which is exactly what it is, the Cleveland Browns can't get better. The Guardians can't get better with the low payroll that they have. They have determined their own fate. The Browns have determined their own fate by staying with Kevin Stefanski, even though his offense was never very good. And the only time that it looked like it could be something was when all the old guys I've been talking about today were young and vital players. But they're not anymore. And as for the Cavaliers, you commit and say, this is our Fab Four. This is our Fab Four. And you mentioned Darius Garland in that breath. And what did you do? You threw Evan Mobley to the Wolves. Well, it hasn't exactly worked out the way we thought, Evan, so you're going to have to become Giannis this season. We want you dribbling between your legs, behind your back, throwing behind the back passes. We want you to shoot 3-point shots, off balance, fadeaways. We want you to fingertip rolls like Wilt Chamberlain. We want you to do it all, man. And you know what Evan looks like on the floor?
What does he look like?
Looks like Topaz trying to solve an algebra problem.
Oh, Topaz.
That's what it looks like. He's overloaded, man. He's overloaded. He's a really good basketball player. Why can't he be just who he is? Why can't he be a rebounding force? Get better at that. The best defensive guy, he's been that. And a 20 to 22 point a night guy, he's doing that. Why is that just not enough? Why are you forcing this shit down his throat? Wouldn't it be nice if he had teammates who tried? So I don't know what the point of Darius Garland is, to be very honest with you. Now he's slow on top of being, tiny, and he can't get into the paint. He's afraid to go into the paint. Can't play defense. Gets pushed around. There's no way out of this. It's a quagmire. And that's why there's mediocrity. And if you make a few good draft picks, you might be able to get into the mediocrity role, like people saying, there they are, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I told you they're going to be great. They're not great. They're still a little above 500. That's what they are. And that's who they are and what they are. And God forbid, if they lose the top players to injuries, then they're not. You lose Baker Mayfield and fuck you. You've lost it all. And there's no way back from that. So I'll say this about the Browns. I don't care whether they win or lose. If they can't beat the Tennessee Titans in their home stadium, then we have nothing left to talk about. And as for the Titans, they're coming in thinking we can beat these guys. They're as bad as we are.
This is our game.
Yeah. So what can I say to you? I mean, what do I think about this quarterback or that quarterback? I just want to see. I want to see Shedeur play out the season and get the number of games that Dylan Gabriel got, and then we can all look at ourselves and say, well, we still need a quarterback like we've done for the past 25 years. Enough is enough is enough of repeating the same shit over and over again. Everybody online is picking the Browns to win, which has to be the kiss of death.
Don't be doing that.
Oh, and by the way, you like midget quarterbacks? Kyler Murray is not going to return for the rest of the season for the Cardinals. His foot injury has not progressed, so he's gone. Right.
In fact, Tony the Calf's been alive the whole time. The Browns have not had a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, Vinny Testaverde is probably the best one.
Mr. Colorblind. Yeah.
In his lifetime.
It's sorrowful. And Washington Commanders are getting Jaden Daniels back this week. For how long? Who knows? For God's sakes. So I have to pick a team to win. I'm going to say, I would say under normal circumstances, the Browns would win, but I so want them to lose so that Stefanski will lose his job. I'm going to pick the Titans to win, and one more bad head coaching decision, and we can be assured that he will not be invited back. And I mean to the city of Cleveland. I mean, they're going to Katie bar the door. I mean, they're not going to let him into the town corporation limit. Not going to allow it. Yeah, and that's really the case, Rick. I can't tell you what. I really don't care. I mean, it's who's going to get more sacks. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, you could probably get some good seats on SeatGeek for this game. I mean,
oh yeah, and the owners are still making more money than they know what to do with, and they're putting this crap of mediocrity on the floor. I mean, you tell me. I want to see the tax return of the owner of the Washington Wizards. I want to see.
God.
No, I'm serious.
I know. I know you are.
There's no motivation. I mean, when I was in business, man, if we didn't sell fucking advertising and get ratings, I was up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
Yeah, you were going to be homeless.
That's great motivator.
Yeah, the fear of being homeless is what motivates a lot of people. Yeah.
And people are going to say, well, Detroit, they beat Dallas 44-30. Well,
it was a Thursday night game. That's what happens.
Yeah. I mean, no time to turn around and get healthy. So I'm sorry that this show isn't about what you wanted to hear about, let's analyze. I can't analyze two teams this bad. I can't do it. I mean, either one of these teams could give the game away at any moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just stay away from it.
Yeah, it's not, and it's not something that I'm going to watch with any passion. And the Cavaliers tonight, no,
We got the Spurs tonight. So
I turned it off.
did you?
The last game, I turned it off.
Wow.
I'm done watching it. What I do is I tune into the first quarter, and if they're looking like they're playing hard, then I'll watch.
Well, that was a different first quarter because they both teams put up nearly 40 points.
Oh, but that's why I know they're not playing hard, because you can't give up 40 points to that team.
Yeah.
So so then I just turn it off, walk away, because there's no rationalizing this. The Cavaliers are injured out of their minds, and the pieces that are coming off the bench aren't acquainted with the NBA game enough, and the other ones aren't fast enough to go up and down the court. Teams that are 8-14 Portland teams ran them up and down the floor. They beat them off the dribble and were just shooting layups. It was like a layup line.
Denny Avia. I want to hear Tommy Heinsohn say Denny Avia.
There he is again, Denny Avia. Now that guy there, he gives all of us hope. Just like the guy does, Şengün. He gives all of us middle-aged, flabby guys something to look forward to. Can't jump, but look at him. He's a roly-poly guy who throws elbows, and the league lets him do it.
Yeah.
And he's averaging 25 points a game. That's the kind of guy I want. Then people will say, well, what happened to Şengün? And I'll be like, he'll be at home eating pie, weighing 300 pounds. It's the way it goes. So, you have any prediction, Moose, or are we getting out of here?
I predicted I will probably watch these games anyway.
I'll start out watching the games. I watch the Browns game because I do commentary on this.
It's what you do. Yeah, it's what you do. And
the Cavaliers thing, 82, shit. They're 13-10. It's 23. I'm not going to sit there and take 59 more of these.
We've said this so many times, but every single American league plays way too many games that is necessary. And it's all for the owner's greed, and it's at the expense of not only the players who die young and get hurt young, but at the expense of the fans.
Yeah, I don't know who's excited about going to Cleveland Browns Stadium, watching, our first energy, and going over there and watching this, and why would you show up in the freezing cold to boo when Dylan Gabriel comes into the game? Why would you do that? What's the point?
I think the only reason why would be like if you were a young dad, you had a youngish kid around 10 years old, and they had never seen Myles Garrett, and maybe Myles was their favorite player of all time for the kid, and says, oh yeah, I'll take you to the game and you can go watch your favorite player.
It was like
the only thing I can think of.
That's why I went to Municipal Stadium to watch the Cleveland Indians when Rick Manning was playing. I got free tickets through the radio station, and I'd walk in and nobody was there, and I would just go into the box seats when I had gotten free, lousy seats, and walked right up and saw the game from a great vantage point, and I could see just how lousy they were up close and personal.
Yeah, my brother and I, we went to that season where Gaylord Perry had that big winning streak where he won like 14 games in a row. We were probably at maybe 4 of those games that he won. But we didn't go the other times. we went to see Gaylord Perry.
Yeah.
That's what you end up coming down to. You like, well, maybe you go to a Cavs game because now you can see maybe Donovan Mitchell will show up and hit 45.
When you have a dumb beat reporter like Mary Kay Cabbagehead, when you have her really narrowing down the reason as the big
to
point.
go the game. Yeah,
Is
Cam
to
Ward.
see, yeah, again, if Shador can prove his worth like Cam Ward has. Yeah, I mean, like what?
He's 1-10
He's 1-11.
or whatever it is. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but it's inane. It's totally inane. But in the end, that's how you end up with people booing in the stadium, because I don't know what people expect. They're terrible. And why would you want to go out in a cold day and boo?
Well, the insane thing is this dome. I mean, yeah, sure, it won't be cold inside anymore, but you'd still have to go through 6 inches of snow to get there. And then when you get there,
who's going to be able to
who's
afford
going to play?
tickets?
Yeah, who could afford 300 quid parking and food and entourage? You know,
Exactly. It's just, I don't know. It's a dim picture to paint, but it isn't that Cleveland is the only team. The only thing that distinguishes the truly dumb owners like Jimmy Haslam and the mediocre owners are now down to a point with 17 games that the Browns will be 3-14, let's say, and the other teams will be 7-10.
correct.
And what difference does it make? An also ran is an also ran.
Yeah.
No, nobody stands up after riding in the Kentucky Derby and said, "Sixth place, yeah, sixth place,
woohoo!"
Yeah,
yeah.
It's that's what it comes down to, and people start looking at the leagues have said, well, we're going to have more teams make the playoffs. That's their adjustment for mediocrity.
And try to play games in foreign countries too.
Right.
You know, export your shit to
yeah,
other lands that don't really want
it's worked for China.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, have yourselves a real pleasant weekend, and I hope that you enjoy watching the Cavaliers tonight and the Browns on Sunday. I will be back at halftime on Sunday, shaking my big cow head or saying whatever I have to say based on how the team is performing. I will talk about the Cavaliers based on whether they show up or they don't show up. But just know that this isn't out of love anymore. I used to look
like
forward to
duty.
the Cavaliers when LeBron was here. I used to look forward to it because it was like, wow, we're really shaking and moving. It's really hard watching a bunch of professional basketball players who don't care enough to even run down the court. That is hard to abide by. It's very difficult.
Wow.
And football, to see, major portions of your roster just crippled at a young age, it's really hard to watch guys like KT Leviston and who plays like KT Tunstall. But
no, she's better. Cam Robinson,
Suddenly I see how lousy you can be. Suddenly I'm sorry.
I get her and Vanessa Carlton confused, but anyway, that's another.
And story. I would drive 1,000 miles, and I would, or Katie Lang.
Katie Lang, yeah. Wow.
Oh my God.
How
about winning? Constant craving has always been. Yeah. There you go.
Wow. We need a lighthearted Dick Goddard or something, or John Madden or something.
The weather really doesn't matter in Northeast Ohio for this football game because the two teams playing are just horrible. I would rather see like an out-of-season tornado rip the stadium apart. And maybe we could see KT Leviston being blown in a big funnel cloud.
Going, woo, circling a cow at the same
Just like
time.
the cow in the movie. That's what I was going to say. Oh, God. That's
We've
fucked
been
up.
doing this too long.
Yeah, I know. It's just a cow and a
moose. Oh,
Going around in a tornado. All right, everybody. Enjoy your weekend as best you can. We'll be back again on
We'll be back
Sunday.
to cheer you up on Sunday and Monday.
Oh, no, I'll be in a much better mood than this because I'm hoping that within the next few days I actually get some sleep. We'll see if that comes to pass. So if I seem a little crotchety, it's because
It's the pain talking. It's
yeah,
the pain.
it is. And I'm going to make somebody pay.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and I'll see you Sunday. Until then, hasta la vista, Pasture Heads. Good
And
night.
happy birthday, Tony the Calf. Good Lord.
Yep.